Do you have to be friends with your ex? Let's get into it. Okay, so we know that some people think they need to be friends with their exes, right? I'm not one of those people. I think it's okay to let people go, right? And so I'm really curious. Why do you think you need to be friends with your ex? Now I know that sometimes relationships end really, really well. Maybe you're just in different places, you're looking for different things. Maybe you realize, we're better off friends, right? And that's cool. But why do you need to stay friends, right? I mean, unless, the way I see it, if I met you somewhere else and I wasn't romantically interested in you, would I want you to be my friend? Now, if that's the case, then yeah, we could probably be friends. But I also think that it depends on how the relationship ends. And sometimes, honey, how the relationship starts. Because you know what they say, sometimes, you start a relationship while you're in another relationship and there's a whole bunch of stuff happening, a whole bunch of mess going on, and then you end up ending the relationship similar to that, right? So my thing is this, depending on how you end the relationship, to me also should determine whether or not you need to continue to be friends. Now, y'all can be distant friends, hey, how you doing, whatever, once or twice a year. That's cool, especially if things didn't go well. Now, let me just say this too, that if things really didn't go well, hell, why do you need to be somebody's friend? Why don't you just let them go, right? And it's okay to let people go. We don't have to be friends with our exes. And especially if our exes cheated on us or met somebody else and decided they wanted to be with that person instead of you. And let me just ask this question. Why are y'all still living with your exes? And why would you want to? Why do you need to live with your ex and their partner, their new person that they're dating? This sounds a little crazy to me. I mean, maybe y'all know something I don't know, but I don't want to see my ex with their new person, especially every day. I don't care how much I like you, right? So my question to you guys is why are you doing this? Why are you living with exes when it's over and then you moved on, you got a new person, and you expect your new person to be okay with you living with this ex? Why? Why? Right? And then why are you living with your ex and their new person? Is there not anybody else that you could live with? There are roommates all over the place. They don't have to be people that you just know really well or maybe you had a relationship with. Go find some new people. So my answer to this question is fairly simple. It really is fairly simple. I am not interested in being friends with most of my exes. And I'm sure enough not trying to live with them or live with them in their person or their partners, okay? I know that, sometimes we just want to keep things positive and we want everybody to be happy, but I'm not sure that I'm going to be happy seeing my ex with somebody else every day. Yeah, now, some of y'all may have kids and that's a little different, but it's still why do you need to, maybe you need to be friends with your ex because of the kids, but do you really need to be friends with your ex? And you sure enough, in my mind, shouldn't be wanting to live with your ex. They're an ex for a reason. To me, instead of just trying to always be so nice to people and we just want everything to go well and, we just want to be good. Honey, you can be good on the other side of town in another state or a whole nother country. Hell, why not, right? You don't have to be good, being, that close to your ex going forward. Because like I said, even if the relationship ended well, they're an ex for a reason. And so let's, in my opinion, let them be exes. So let me recap really quickly. Because, I see this all the time. And I'm not going to pick on anybody, honey, because y'all know. But I see this all the time. People thinking that they need to, make sure everybody's good, everybody's happy. including their exes, right? I think personally, if you're trying to move on, whether or not you keep your ex as a friend or not, right? It's really about moving on. So maybe you don't live with your ex. Maybe you don't talk to your ex every week or every day. Maybe, just maybe, if you got out of the way and they got out of the way, then maybe you could just find your person, your new person, if you don't already have someone that, will make it easier if there's no ex involved. Because like I said before, they are an ex for a reason.